So we open with the girls reading reviews of their sold out San Diego show, and it did not go well. One mistake after the other, Jill forgot her lyrics. In other news, Eve's husband's memory came back and he's really sorry, but she's like, I'm sick of you, hon. I'm sick of you. So the girls realize if we want to be more than a nostalgia act, we got to come out with some new music. So they trying to pick music, and Brandi wants to do it the old way, where she was, the one writing all the hits. And Eve's like, look, I'm just as good a rapper as you. So let's battle to see what we gonna do. And my money's on Eve at the beginning, but let's see what these ladies have to offer. Oh, we opening with like, whoa. I ain't heard like, whoa in a minute. Okay, Brandi wanted to go hard, but why was her voice so deep when she was rapping? It's like she was like doing a drag king impression or something. Swing low, sweet chariot. It was a Dorothy's, but that's how Dorothy's Bornak would sound if she rapped. Get a little drunk and you land in jail. I got this old man voice. Brandi wins round one. So we do, oh boy, and Brandi win that one too. But, okay, I guess it's supposed to be low blows because this is hip hop and that's where you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to put it in the music. You still got it. You still got it. When you said drop the beat, the delivery, the lyrics, it was just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Award winning. Cypher worthy. I am very impressed. It was good. You reminded everybody, don't you ever forget. Don't you ever forget. So, of course, Brandi walks off like the sore loser she is. Good luck reinventing yourselves without me. I think they'll be fine. But you'll be back. So back at Eve's house, her cheating man tell her, look, I'll be okay for a couple hours. Go get your nails done or something. So she goes to see a divorce attorney. She's like, my nails are fine. Her attorney tell her, look, this ain't gonna be no crystal stare. You better make sure you can reconcile because this ain't gonna be fun or easy. But before we can get into the divorce, they get a call from their daughter's school, and apparently she done got into mommy's jewelry and came with the necklace that says the B word on it. And the pappy had to cuss him out and said, oh, no. My wife and her band reclaimed that word. Y'all are not as progressive or inclusive as we obviously thought, and our daughter will be educated elsewhere. So after he shows her, I'm standing up for you, he says, let's go. I got a little surprise for you. And so he had this wine commission when they got married, and he's like, well, since it don't look like we gonna survive, let's go on and pop the cork now. So they're having the wine, laughing, and it's looking like, reconciliation. But then the mistress calls. Why wasn't her number blocked and your number changed? Eve said, let me let you know something. I'm smarter than you, I had more dreams than you, and I gave up everything for you and these kids. I'm the only one who knows sacrifice in this house. And you gonna bring a hussy in here. So he's just stunned and hurt. And then he's like, well, look, I respect your decision either way, but are we really done? Are we really getting a divorce? Or is there hope? And he's like, I don't know. I kind of still like you, but you ain't shit. Meanwhile, with Naturey, she's giving her interview, and the interview lady is like, oh, you've got a girlfriend? I'm surprised. Everyone's gonna be so jealous. This heifer buttering her up, and then says, oh, this goes against everything that I learned in journalism school, but you wanna get some drinks with my friends tonight? Oh, Lord, and so they're out at the L bar. I don't trust this heifer. Sissies can be sneaky, and so can a Les. So after a fun night out, she get home working on her lyrics, and Tina calls, and she's like, rather than interrupt my flow, I'm gonna just let that call rock. But she get a text from the journalist and, hops right on down to the bar. The journalist said all the girls would be there, but mysteriously, they canceled. So after 7, full disclosure, full disclosure, full disclosure, she finally put her hand up Naturey's dress, and Naturey's like, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. But she didn't move for a minute, though. She was like, okay, I'm enjoying that feel. All right, let me go. Naturey ran back upstairs and called her girlfriend. She's like, before I cheat, oh, hell no, this heifer gonna show up at the room? Whoa. While she on the phone with the girlfriend and who's that? Oh, girl, you should have said, I dropped some perfume. Honey, I got a bad connection. I got, my face hit the button. But Naturey says, oh, it's just room service. Okay, that's a good one. So, you gonna get rid of her? Because that's a little stalky, boo. Meanwhile, with Brandi, she taking her daughter to her pie audition. So, of course, the people are very snide and racist at this school, and it gets into Jojo's head, and she's trying to practice this difficult piece from memory. But Brandi trying to cheer her up, and she gonna say, you ain't a quitter. I didn't raise you like that. You didn't raise her. The daughter looked at her mama and said, you finally here for me this once, and now you gonna say okay, heifer. She said, I think I do better with you out here. You're the one making me nervous. And Brandi said, say less. Good luck and deuces. I won't let the doorknob hit me. Brandi drive off, but she circle round and come back and see her daughter playing, and she's like, oh, you're here again. She said, I brought you some tacos because I get nervous too, so I just have a meal and it calms me down. Here's some of my favorite tacos from when I used to play L.A. She said, girl, you better show them that Atlanta black girl magic. You know you can do this. They just mad that they can't do it like you. Oh, and she came in and hit them with the remix. She said, look, we gonna give you that Takata and Feud, but we gonna give you a little cash rules everything around me too. Oh, and she ends it with Nasty Girl as a tribute to her mama. That's sweet. Oh, and she got in. So Jojo's like, look, I know you don't remember, but you gotta have some information. Now that we getting it on the good foot, who is my pappy? So now we've got Valeria pulling up to the managers, and she needs help writing the verse so that she can prove Naomi wrong. So he plays her some old clips that they used to have, and it's still not getting her juices flowing, so he says, let's go out to a restaurant. He takes her to a Puerto Rican place to try to get her back in touch with her roots, and she's like, you know, I'm a proud Puerto Rican. It's interesting, but I don't look back and I don't do regret. She's letting you know she is going to be vicious. They are going to have to get rid of her. She is not going to make it to the second season. She's either going to fuck something up or get killed in the cliffhanger. Oh, but of course, now they've got to get to dancing because there are so many restaurants with dancing. How many restaurants do you know of with dancing? I don't know that many. So after they loosen up and have danced, and she's like, you know what? I do miss Queens. I do miss it. He's like, okay, let's get back home and keep that energy going and put it in the booth. Oh, goodness. But after a good session, those old feelings come back. So now all the girls get back together again. The bad blood is gone. We all hugging on the good foot. Young, gifted, and black. And one Latina. So everybody come out with their little verse. And it's going over their plot line for the past few episodes. It's cute. This is a bop. I'm just Empire could never. You're so beautiful. No. Ooh, Lord. Well, we've got actual vocalists on here and not, since it's my who's Bray. And they settle on their new name. They are no longer the nasty bitches. They are the queens. The queens from Queens. Oh, Lord. But as the manager is listening to their old music trying to make some money off of it, he hears one of Brandi's lyrics saying, a life grows inside me, there isn't any doubt. And he's like, am I the pappy? And Valeria walk in and she's like, wait a minute, Jojo is yours? Naomi had your baby? Y'all was playing musical crotch. Everybody sitting on everybody's lap. Oh, Lord. So Eve go to forgive her husband and he done died. And left her with 5 children? Oh, hell no. CPR, you bringing your ass back. Let's get to the next episode. Oh God, this is breaking my heart. This is breaking my heart. Oh, this is good acting, but geez, this is just ripping my heart out. Couldn't it be lighthearted? Couldn't he just have survived? But I guess, child, I guess. I can't believe it. The mistress calling, really? Lord, I'm tearing up like I lost my man. Eve tore that scene up. I was crying right along with her. In the next scene, Eric goes to Brianna's door and he's like, I heard those old lyrics. And she's like, not now, not now. And then, of course, her daughter's like, hey, who's that? Oh, nice to meet you. But saved by the bell, Brianna calls and she's like, oh, we've got to head over. Her husband just passed. Also, you may or may not be the pappy. Ooh, but with Naturey not and the journalist she's enjoying, she gets a text from Tina saying she's in Los Angeles since you've lost your way. The journalist is like, girl, you really think that you and Tina gonna ride off into the sunset together and we done already bumped puss twice? You need to get your feet wet in the lady pond. You need to take a dip, swim a lap. So Eric tried to confront Brandi again, but fortunately Brandi's daughter come up and got to use the bathroom. Valeria come out and Brandi walk off and Valeria's like, Eric, I want some answers. So Eric fesses up and was like, yeah, me and Naomi was a secret and you and I were never exclusive. And she's like, so wait a minute, so you could have picked her over me? Yes, you could have gotten screwed like you tried to screw the girls over. Good for the goose, good for the gander. Oh God, I have a nasty feeling the mistress keeps calling because what's the only reason a hussy's gonna keep on calling? 'Cause she's pregnant. What's the thing that's got his bank account falling? She's pregnant. When you ask him what he do, got him feeling so blue. It's 'cause she's pregnant. Meanwhile, Valeria heads over to the mistresses to see what the hell she wants. So Valeria tell the hussy, hey, your adulterer passed. And she's upset, but she ain't said she pregnant yet. I'm waiting, though. I'm waiting. So now we got Jill and her girlfriend. She's like, Jill, you kind of off. You acting like you don't even want to touch me. And Jill's like, we got to talk about something. Move in with me. She was like, I ain't about to confess to cheating and then losing you. The girlfriend's like, great, I want to be with you. So Brandi and Eric finally talking, and she's like, look, I found out I was pregnant before the San Diego show. Y'all has stolen the band. So he is the pappy, and she's like, look, if I want to tell her, it's up to me. But I will never forgive you if you tell her before I do. She gonna figure it out on her own, because y'all ain't gonna be able to stop talking about it, and Valeria, no. Back with Eve, Naturey confesses that she cheated on Tina. And so she's like, look, if Jeff is irredeemable, then so am I. I cheated twice. Eve is over it. Eve's like, why is everybody so selfish? You either want her or you don't. Naturey said, well, we gonna move in together. Eve said, no, that's not smart. Because you want to cheat. All that's gonna do is make you have to move out when you eventually get caught. Oh, God. So now Eric done got locked in the basement with Jojo. So is it gonna come out that he the pappy? So her and Eric chit and chat for a minute. He crack open a beer and ask her, would you want to know your pappy? She said, yeah. Would you have any leads on who it could be? You hung out with her back then. He said, child, I kept my business to myself. But right then Brandi walks in and her daughter go upstairs. And he's like, look, I ain't gonna tell her. I just want to get to know her, but I'm gonna follow your lead. So Brianna trying to write the eulogy and she just can't go into the bathroom and scream. Valencia was downstairs and heard her. But then 2 minutes later, she came down and asked her to play backgammon, so she just going through. However, the next morning she looks great and she's ready to bury her husband. However, with Naturey and her heifer, she's asking, where we gonna live, your place or mine? Your place you used to share with Darren, but it is bigger. So Valencia see Jojo and Eric talking and she go over to Brandi and say, you gotta tell her. She deserves to know. Oh Lord, the mistress didn't come to the feud. I know the mistress ain't come to the feud. Girl. Eve said, I'ma get her. I'ma get her. She dove. So the girls go to the vestibule to gather themselves, and then they break out laughing. Carly Red, what are you doing in here? So Eve gonna sit down with the huzzy and say, did you really love my husband? What'd you love about him? At the funeral, I wouldn't give a shit. I'd just say, Heifer, you better not be pregnant. Meanwhile, Jill finally confesses to Tina she done cheated, and Tina's like, I know, this ain't my first rodeo. Oh, back upstairs we see the mistress and Brianna finally crying. Maybe she was with somebody who understood him in a way that only she could. This was a Tyler Perry-ass episode. It was depressing as all hell, but the capper was, okay, Eve gets through the eulogy. The eulogy wasn't that good. They could have written something better for her. But then the mistress comes up, they crying at the coffin, she chewing the juicy fruit. Then the mistress really get to sobbing, and Eve's like, it's gonna be okay. The girl throw up. I can't. She's pregnant. Oh, my. Hold on, let me get my phone. Hello? Yeah, hi, I called it? Uh-huh. Oh, you're downstairs now? Okay, thanks. Thank you so much. I'll see you in a minute. I go downstairs to get the I called it. But I'm going to see y'all later because that was the episode. Bye-bye.